Hello again, 4:30 now, and Action News continues with more on our breaking news here today. Chopper 6 live over that very active scene where several people were shot during a celebration marking the end of Ramadan in the city's Parkside section. Police say 3 people were shot here, including a 15-year-old boy shot by a police officer. That teen, who we now know was armed with a gun, is also in police custody. We learned a child was also struck by a car as that child ran from the scene. All this unfolding in the area of 48th and Girard just about 2 hours ago.
We've just learned that a total of 5 people are in custody and weapons have been recovered. Police have a lot to sort out. Action News reporter Annie McCormick is live on the scene now with the latest from there. Annie.
Yeah, and Sarah, we just got an update from Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel. I want to show you, though, the scene that they're still working right now. You can see the maze of crime scene tape. This is across the street from the Clara Muhammad Masjid School, and this is where the celebration was going on today to mark the end of Ramadan. This is where they had vendors and food and fun events and lots of children and lots of families. You can see there right now how there's police all throughout the park. They're still looking for shell casings at this time. Police tell us that it was around 2:30 this afternoon when police officers that were nearby heard about 30 shots and saw 2 different groups firing at each other. This is what we know so far. Right now we know that there are 5 people who are in custody. That includes 3 men and 1 woman who were found leaving the scene. They were found with guns. They were taken into custody. Additionally, a Philadelphia police officer did shoot a 15-year-old who was armed. That 15-year-old police do believe was involved in this as well, and that 15-year-old is at the hospital in stable condition, but also technically in police custody and was found armed as well. Now we know as far as victims, 3 people were shot, including the one 15-year-old I just told you about who was shot by a police officer. 3 people were shot, and then additionally a child was hit by a police vehicle when everybody was running from the scene, and that child did suffer a broken leg but is expected to be okay and is stable at the hospital as well. Now it was a major scene here with people running once they heard that gunfire. The police commissioner, Kevin Bethel, a short time ago described what he saw on video that he was viewing from local surveillance cameras.
At 2:30 today, there was an after Ramadan celebration here at the park. We had about 1,000 individuals out there, and things were going well. We had a detail assigned to this event, and they were working the outsides. During that time period, they were writing tickets. There was tickets, cars were parking on the gas station behind us, and they were writing tickets. At some point, they hear a large volley of gunfire. They say approximately 30 gunshots. What we do know is there appear to be 2 factions within the park who are now exchanging gunfire.
And again, like we said, the police commissioner saying a short time ago that 5 people are in custody. One of the 5 does include a 15-year-old who was shot by police who they believe was involved somehow in this shooting. As far as those who are injured, 3 people were shot, including one, that 15-year-old that was shot by police, and also a child was hit by a police vehicle that was leaving the scene. That child is okay, did suffer a broken leg, but is expected to be okay. Now, initially when we got out here, we were hearing that there were 2 people that were shot, but in the time between when we got out here and that press conference, another victim had shown up at the hospital. That's one thing that they're also waiting to see, is if there's any other victims that do show up to local hospitals. That's something that they're going to look out for as well. So they're asking anybody that has any information to contact the police department, 215-686-TIPS. Additionally, there's different ways to say anonymous as well. They're looking for any information. And like they said, this is still very early in this investigation. There were over 1,000 people that were out here. And in this area of Parkside, you're going to see a maze of crime scene tape. So this is going to affect traffic for several blocks, including on Lancaster, on Girard, all the way up to Belmont as well. So we should have more for you in the next half hour, but that's the latest here from Parkside. Annie McCormick, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah and Brian.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons the commissioner said the details here could change. As you mentioned, more than 1,000 people there, 30 shots fired. It is entirely possible that other victims could show up at area hospitals. We'll find out that, Annie. Thank you so much.